Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I have some Innisfree items, Innisfree skincare items to review, I guess. I've been using them for a while now. It's been so long since I've used Innisfree skincare. And the reason why I kind of bought a bunch of them is really because of this green tea ceramide milk. I believe this is a very new product. Right now, I am in a milk phase. So I ended up just going in, wanted to buy this. And then after that, you start seeing all the promotional things. And I got sucked into buying a bunch of other things that comes along with it. Seems to make it more worth it, but that's how Korean skincare is, I guess. So the first one, this is the OG product. This is the Innisfree Green Tea Hyaluronic Serum. It is to hydrate and glow. Now this is like a pre-serum sort of serum. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a serum where you use a toner first and then after that you use this serum on. And then apparently the lady told me that, oh no, this is actually something that you use before toner. I'm like, what? Like, do we really need this? I don't think so, to be honest. But anyway, I'm gonna put this on first because my skin is super dry right now. Does it make my skin feel hydrated? Yes, 100%. As the first product that you put on, of course, this will make me feel like, oh, it makes my skin feels good. It's like, you know, hydrate my skin, hydrate my dry skin and stuff like that. Do we really need a pre-serum? I really don't know. I really feel like this is like a luxury thing. Like, if you have, great. You don't have, it's fine. Personally, I do think that this is a very nice lightweight serum. And if you just want something like, you know, more hydrating, something that really absorbs into the skin and it doesn't feel any sort of sticky feeling, it gives you a little bit of that glow. Really, do you actually need a pre-serum? Not necessary. If you already have your usual skincare step where you have a toner, your milk, and then after you have another serum, and then you have a moisturizer, a pre-serum, not really necessary. I think this is really a luxury, not a must. I've been using it. It is quite nice. It's a nice to have. I don't think it's a must to have. It doesn't have much scent to it, which is good. I think all Innisfree skincare right now do not have scent to them, so it's great. I really liked it. Feels good, but definitely I can't just use this alone. If you're thinking that, oh, can I just use this alone, just the serum alone without any other moisturizer? No. I think for dry skin type, maybe oily skin type, you can get away with just using this. For me, as a dry skin type, I need to use this, and then I still need to use some other moisturizer at least to kind of top it off to give it a little bit more moisture, especially during the night time. So next up, I'm gonna be using this Retinol Cica Repair Pad. This is like a sample size that they gave me. Personally, I really like Retinol. Retinol has been really good for my skin. This one is like a pad. I used it a couple of times. I quite like it, but I just like the skincare. I don't really enjoy toners in a pad. It just doesn't make sense. I prefer toners just be in bottle and then I'm just gonna pump it out and then apply it on my face. My issue with pads is that they try to be half mask, but at the same time not really. When it comes to masks, I would prefer to just apply it all over my face. I don't like the fact that I have to use two of them and put it on here, and that also is just covers my cheeks only. I really want to use them until it dries if I can, because there's a lot of toner in here and they are good stuff, right? You pay for them. You know, they say, yeah, you can use it as a mask, but really it doesn't really cover the entire face. And even that also, you got to cut it all up. Use a few of the pads, cut it up and then apply it everywhere on your face. Then I'm like, what's the point? Might as well just use a mask. And that also, sometimes it doesn't really cover every part of the face, which is kind of frustrating. But in terms of the skincare itself, it's very nice. It doesn't sting my skin, which is great. It doesn't have any scent. It's very gentle on my face, which is very nice. It's very refreshing as well. Usually when I use retinol, I do see improvements in my skin texture. So even sensitive skin type can use this retinol, and highly recommend actually. Personally, if they have a toner, like just this product without the pad, I'll be very happy. I would definitely highly recommend this. But if you like toner pads, you can definitely try this out. The special part about this toner pad, actually, this is the green side and this is the outer side is the white side. What the lady told me is that the green side is meant for you to use as like a mask. So what I'll do is that after a while, I'm gonna just move them around. So the green side actually really sticks to the skin quite well. But to be honest, I think even the white side also sticks to the skin. Yeah, it's a very comfortable pad, very nice quality pad. I don't know why you say the green one is supposed to be like on a mask side. It's a little bit more of a fuzzy texture, while the white side is a bit more of a rougher texture where if you swipe it all over your face, it's somehow supposed to help you to exfoliate your skin slightly. So maybe that's why the green one is a little bit softer, so it's more like a mask style. Once you have done with the toner pad, once it's a little bit drier, what you do is that you use the white side, you just continue to kind of swipe all over your face, and then if it's still a bit wet, I try to go over my elbows, the back of my hands, juice itself from this pad, it gives my skin a very nice glow, hydrating, feels great, feels good. It feels a little bit tightened as well, which is very nice. Very, very nice. I love it. But this one, retinol, I usually only always use it at night. Retinol and sun is not the best of friends, so it's always good to just keep retinol for the night time, just for like repairing and help with wrinkles and help with your aging skin. And then let's talk about the green tea ceramide milk barrier essence. This is the one that the reason why I trying Innisfree again. This is supposed to help you to hydrate and plump your skin. No scent, very, very light. It's very, very hydrating, I would say. If you want to compare to, for example, like the Beauty of Joseon milk, this is definitely much, much more hydrating as compared to the Beauty of Joseon rice milk toner. This is so much better if you just want that hydration feeling, and it has ceramide. You really have to protect the skin. I love ceramide. Ceramide is always very good for your barrier, always very good for sensitive skin, always very good for super dry skin. This is very nice. I think super dry skin type people will actually love this. But if you want something like if you don't use a lot of skincare, you just want to use this alone, I don't necessarily think for people like me who have super dry skin will be able to survive with just this alone. If you're just using this alone and you are layering it and you have like dry and sensitive skin, I think you should still be okay. If you want something that's even more hydrating, I highly recommend you to try on cream skin, like the Nature cream skin, S2R cream skin. So there's no comparison to a cream skin. If you want something that's watery and hydrating and moisturizing, like really moisturizing, those cream skin are great. I still carry around cream skin with me in my bag, one small bottle on my work desk, and one bottle on my home desk, and also one bottle on my my beauty desk as well. The cream skin, I legit have that everywhere. I've repurchased the Nature cream skin like crazy, and I still have a lot of stock. Every time I will stock up in like the refillable bags, which is great. That's like one of the most versatile skincare ever. But in terms of milk, this is pretty up there. I would say it's definitely one of the more hydrating one, like really hydrating and close to moisturizing type of milk if you layer it. I wish it comes in a pump though. I wish that I can just spray this on my face. Better than in a pad for sure, 100%. And I believe that if you actually want to use this as like a mask and you have like those mask tablet, you can actually use this as a mask also. I do have the green tea ceramide cream. Unfortunately, I can't use this cream, so I'm not going to use this on my face because this has oatmeal in there. They have oats ingredients in here, and so stupid of me. Why didn't I read the ingredients? I don't understand why. It was here. It's here. So for some reason, oat makes me itchy. When I was trying this out, I would definitely say that the cream is very, very nice. It's a very nice creamy texture. It's almost like a balmy texture, which is very weird, but when you apply it on your skin, it feels very, very nice. It doesn't feel overly heavy. More for the daytime kind of skincare. This is definitely not enough for me for the nighttime. I need something heavier. I need something thicker on my face for the nighttime for recovery. It gives you a little glow to the skin. It doesn't really give you the super crazy glow to the skin. It feels nice and hydrated. Doesn't have any scent, which is great. It does feel a little bit balmy, but not oily. It's not like Vaseline kind of balmy kind of feeling. Finally, I have a sunscreen here. This is the Green Tea Hyaluronic Moist Sun Serum, SPF 50+, PA++++. So this is supposed to hydrate and glow the skin as well. Very, very high coverage, broad spectrum. Fantastic. Usually most of my sunscreen has always been very, very thick in consistency, but this one really is as what it says, sun serum. Feels like close to a serum sort of texture rather than a sunscreen, normal sunscreen texture. So it's super watery. It's really almost like skincare. It does have a little bit, like very slight hint of like sunscreen scent, but the feeling on the face, so skincare light, so light on the skin. It gives you a very nice glow. You know, that's what it says. This hydrates and glow, and it's so hydrating on the skin. It feels so nice on the skin. This makes me feel like I want to try more sunscreen that is more skincare, lightweight, not even milk consistency. This is really like a serum. The moment I squeeze this out, oh my gosh, everything just comes out because it's so watery. Maybe I'm using a little bit because I'm running through this like crazy. This is so fast. I think I'm way more half gone, maybe just like this left. So I feel like it may not be the most economical type of sunscreen because of how fast I get through this, because it really feels like a skincare. I probably have to use this a little bit more as compared to normal thicker sunscreen. Maybe in terms of economical wise, not the most economical, but it feels so nice on the skin. I saw Torridon has a sun essence sun serum kind of sunscreen, and I'm very curious to want to try it out. I have not buy them yet, but I am so like, anytime I see a hydrating like sun serum, sun essence sort of sunscreen, I am so like drawn towards it now. This is changing the game for me. Oh, I'm gonna top up with another moisturizer. If I'm using retinol, I try to keep it simple. I try to use like more of a ceramide product rather than any other like PDRN or vitamin C. Definitely I have to avoid. If you're using retinol, you should be avoiding vitamin C skincare. Shouldn't be using it together. So for example, I have this Medicube Vita C capsule cream. Definitely cannot use this together with retinol. Ililion Ceramide Atoll Concentrate Cream, and this is a huge tub. This is definitely a pretty nice moisturizer if you want to keep it simple. It's a very nice thick cream. Again, doesn't have any scent. Ililion is actually a very, I would say that's much more affordable than Innisfree as well, a Korean skincare. I've always loved to use this as well if my skin feels extra irritated that day and I really feel like I just want something that's just basic as shit. Just something to kind of help my skin to heal. This is usually the one to go. Just a lot of ceramide, so it's very good for like skin barrier, skin healing. Very good for eczema skin type as well. It doesn't have scent as well. So I will be reviewing this alongside with, I guess, their sunscreen in another video basically. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you learned something. Let me know if you try any of the products. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Don't forget to like and subscribe!